Hello and welcome to the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower, and today we're going to be changing or fitting some new bonnet hinges to a Ransomes Parkway 3. Okay then, the story behind this, I'm sure it's familiar to a lot of people. We have a lot of machines brought to us with broken hinges on the back. Now, it's no real fault of the operator, I have to say that, because this is my machine with the Jimmy the Mower stickers on and my hinges are broken, so it does happen to the best of us. What it is basically, you're lifting the bonnet up to clear out the rads and whatever. You have to undo the safety strap and lower it back. Gust of wind, just let it drop too quickly or whatever, and it can snap these hinges on the back. Now, it's a mistake you'll only really make once, because to replace these is £80 just for the hinges themselves, so it's not a cheap thing to be doing. So you make that mistake once, don't do it again, okay? But we're just going to show you how to change them today. They're basically just some pan head screws that go in, or pan head bolts that go in. They're flat on the end, you can see they're flat on the end. They've got a Phillips crosshead in that end, and they screw in through here, and there's a little plate on the back of these that they go into, a captive nut. Now you have to be careful, because sometimes when these pull off, they might pull out and the captive nut or the plate with the captive nuts on will disappear inside. Make sure you get that and grab it and keep it safe, okay? It spreads the load across here. You can put a nut on each one, that's no bother. You put that through and a nut on and a washer, but with the plate that's on there, it spreads the load and it stops the actual plastic on the bonnet cracking, okay? So all we'll do now, we'll just take, well, the remnants of this one off, this half here. It's only got one little bolt keeping it hanging in there, and you see how quickly and easily that comes out. Let's see if it just comes off. Oh no, it hasn't. It's actually got the two in. I forgot that. Look, we just got the plastic cover on there. Now, when we fit them back on, these plastic covers, I tend not to put them on. I leave that out so it's exposed. That way you can see if it's rattling loose and you can tighten it up. And also, like I've just popped this one off now, you pop them off. Once they've been on and off a couple of times, they start to sort of break up a little bit. So we'll get this one off. Right, that's that. And that's the old hinge off, okay? We just grab the new one now and we'll put the top on. Now we've got to put the new hinges on. So they go on this way round with the thicker part at the bottom. Now I've seen some people take this apart and pull that out, and basically that stops it when it folds back. It stops it locking up in there like that, and it stops it breaking. But I tend to leave them in, because I'd rather the hinge broke than the bonnet come off and cause you untold damage to that. So that's how it goes. But this is how it sits on there, like this, and it should be, there'll be a bit of manoeuvring about to get it into position, no doubt. And there you go. The plate's actually dropped off the back of this. When I undid it, look, it just pulls straight out. There's a little plate in there that's dropped off the back. So I'll have to get this bonnet off and we'll have a look at the little plate on the inside, okay? So here's the plate then with the two captive nuts on there, and that just literally fits in the back of here. Yeah, it just goes into this bit here. But what I'll do, before I put the hinge on, I'll just put one screw in there to roughly hold it in place, okay? Because it's come undone from the back, so that's in place. And I can put this one on, and then it should, that's it, screw that up, get a little bit tighter, and we can take this one out. Lift it up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll screw in. That's it. Not too tight, just enough to nip it up, and that's gripped it now. So now we can lower this down and fit the bottom too. Right, so I'm full of confidence now. I've pushed these down and we've got it more or less squared up, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that these bottom plates haven't fallen out, which they haven't. So that goes in over there, and this one should go in over here. Might have tightened that up a bit too much, I think. No, it's gone in. Right, that's that one done. We'll just flip over and do the other side, and then when we've finished that, we can lift it up and put the safety strap on. Okay then, so all we've got to do now is replace the bonnet safety strap, right? And there's a captive nut on here, and a 13mm bolt goes in through there. We've got to put this on. They're working well. Look, the hinges are working well. So I'll put this through. A large washer. So we've got that on there. There's the large washer. And that will just fit onto there. And it will just start to screw in. Now, it should just go in all the way with your fingers, but you must tighten these up. If you can use a shorter bolt than I have, then it's advisable, because obviously you need to undo this for cleaning. But it's an M13, so that sorry, it's an M10, so it's a 13mm socket. So 13mm socket. So and that tightens that up. And that's that. Job done. Well, that was pretty straightforward then. We've changed these on here and we've put the safety strap on back in there. Now these are M5s, they're pan head bolts, like I said before, with a Phillips screw on the top. You can use any M5s to go through, it's the same thread. It's best to keep those retaining plates if you can. If not, get some nuts on there, some nylock nuts to keep them in place. If you've got something, a little piece of metal you can drill a hole in just to spread the load, that's even better. With your safety strap that goes underneath the bonnet, that's a 13mm bolt that goes through there, or 13mm head on the bolt. Put that through. Make sure you use a washer, a large washer, to block the hole up in that strap, and it stops it coming undone. If you can use a spring washer on there, even better, because it will just give it that little bit extra and just won't allow it to vibrate loose. Because as you know, if you're using a Ransomes Parkway, you've bought one of these because you're cutting a lot of grass in a very short space of time. You're going out, you're probably contracting or looking after sports fields, and you've got to get out there and you've got to get it done. So this little simple fix is easy to do. £80 no at a time. Don't make the same mistake twice. Just fix it. You know how to fix it. It's done. Don't do it again. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe. There's loads more videos. If you'd like to see anything else to do with these mowers, anything at all, just put it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to accommodate you. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.